click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So this video is something that I feel like I should have done a long time ago, because in these, you could say, spaces on YouTube, right, where you have a lot of people talking about pair bonding and talking about, you know, women, they retain the DNA of every dude they slept with and all that other stuff. And, you know, dudes are talking about something called Telegony or something like that. We got to, let's go into this. So, you know, I did some research and I'm going to talk about, you know, some of these things that I found. And you guys can, you know, look this up yourself, do your own research. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, a lot of this stuff is just debunking all of the things you've been hearing in the red pill about the DNA and the you know, the pair bondings and all that other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So let's just jump right into this stuff, man. Let's get into this. So, you know, I went on this this website. I went on a few websites actually, right? And what I did was I was trying to find out, okay, you know, are women actually retaining the DNA of every guy they, you know, slept with, and, you know, does it stay in their you know, body forever and all these other good things, right? So I went to this website called Snopes.com, and you guys should check this website out. They do a lot of fact checking. You understand? They do a lot of investigation on different topics, right? And so when I went on there, right, I was looking up the stuff that they, you know, this stuff about the whole DNA thing. And so, you know, on the page it writes, the claim is women absorb and retain DNA from every man they've had sex with. And they're basically saying that this is false, right? So that's what they're saying about it, right? So now let's see what they're saying actually about, you know, what is, you know, really going on out here, right? So basically what they said is this. They said the idea of two genetically distinct populations of cells or their DNA residing in one individual isn't new. It's called microchimerism or microchimerism. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it will go with microchimerism. It says medical chimerism arises after a transfusion or transplant, and it may follow pregnancy. Our microbiomes, the bacteria within us, are more like guests than body parts. The research groups responsible for the 2012 study found Y chromosome DNA sequences in several brain regions and autopsy slides from 37 out of 59 women. Such DNA liberated from fetal cells can come from several sources: children, fetuses that never made it to be born, older siblings, or twins. Both son and daughter DNA partake in this fetal maternal trafficking, but female DNA at the chromosomal, I can't fucking pronounce these words, chromosomal level is harder to detect amid the maternal two X's. So you're probably like, what the fuck does all that mean? So basically what they're saying is that, you know, the male DNA that you'll find in women is coming from pregnancy. You feel what I'm saying? That's where it's, you know, a lot of this stuff is coming from, right? And then it also says, you know, one potential explanation for male microchimerism could be a non-recognized male miscarriage. A second potential source is from a vanished male twin. A vanished twin is thought to be a relatively common phenomena resulting from spontaneous resorption of one sac or embryo in a twin pregnancy. A third possibility is from an older male sibling transferred by the maternal circulation to the fetus of a later pregnancy, i.e. you are born with male DNA your older brother left behind in your mother's body. So what they're saying is that you can have, for example, if a girl has an older brother and she could have some of that male DNA, you understand, because she had an older brother. So when she was passing through and, being born, she got it, from that. You feel what I'm saying? And also, I also looked up another website, and this website is awesome. You should check out this website called verafiles.org, right? And so this is, another site that does some more fact checking and all this other stuff, right? So, I looked up this whole like DNA, does the sperm and all of that stay in them and all of this. So they had a whole list of things that they were talking about and seeing, hey, is this true or is this false, right? So let's start out with the first thing they say. So they have, what's been said, and then they have, the actual facts. So it says, a research by the University of Seattle found the presence of genetically distinct male cells in female brains. So they're saying this is true. And they're saying it's a fact. They said the fact is, a 2012 research by scientists from the University of Washington in Seattle, Washington, found male cells in the brains of women tested for the experiment. The unique findings of the research is the possibility of fetal microchimerism in a woman's brain, or how a mother's brain acquires male DNA while bearing a male fetus. Again, this is about the male fetus. It's not about, her getting the DNA from some dude, sperm in her. You feel what I'm saying? Now let's go to the next thing they have. They said that, what people are saying is, if a woman has sex with a man, the man's DNA is left in the woman and lives inside her forever. The research was able to prove. And so what they're saying is this claim is false, right? And so they said that the fact is the University of Washington research never mentioned sexual intercourse as a cause of male microchimerism in women. Of the millions of sperm cells which may enter a woman's vagina during a sexual intercourse, only a few will be able to go near the egg. The unsuccessful ones would either die immediately or live for only up to 3 to 5 days. Right? Now, they also said, obstetrician and gynecologist Marianella Agnes Abad, a member of the Philippine Obstetrical, I'm fucking up all these words, and Gynecological Society, told Vera Files in an email interview that of the 20 million to 200 million sperm cells which may enter a woman's vagina during a sexual intercourse with a man, only a few will make it to the fallopian tubes and go near the egg. The unsuccessful ones would either die immediately or live for only up to 3 to 5 days. These will then eventually die because of any of the following reasons. The acidic environment of the vagina would kill them. They would swim off in the wrong fallopian tube, or they would be killed by cells of the woman's immune system. Abad said, once sperm cells die, they lose the capacity to fertilize an egg and are then eliminated from the female body through menstruation or any vaginal secretions. All right. Now let's move on to the next thing. The next claim was, when a woman gets pregnant, the fetus in her womb would carry other male cells. And they're saying that this is false, right? So they're saying the fact is, a fetus only develops after one sperm cell of a man successfully fertilizes a woman's egg. Once a sperm penetrates the barriers enclosing the egg cell, a membrane surrounding the egg automatically closes and becomes impenetrable, making it hard for other sperms to enter the egg. Right now, this is what they're also saying about this. Is they said, Abad said, once a sperm penetrates the barriers enclosing the ovum or the egg cell, a membrane surrounding the egg called the zona pellucida automatically closes and becomes impermeable. This makes it hard for other sperms to enter the egg. This activity is vital as it prevents polyspermy, or the fertilization of an egg by more than one sperm. polyspermy in humans is a very rare occurrence. So far, there are only 2 recorded cases of human polyspermy in the world, where 2 different sets of twins were successfully produced by the fusion of 2 sperm cells and 1 egg cell. These cases were studied in 2006 and 2019. Now, what's interesting about that is that this sort of sounds like what people are talking about when they're talking about telegony, right? And so the theory of telegony, because this is what Wikipedia is saying about telegony, because I'm hearing people saying, oh, but about this, what about telegony? Is that telegony was a theory of hereditary holding, that offspring can inherit the characteristics of a previous mate or the female parent. Thus, the child of a woman might partake of traits of a previous sexual partner. Experiments in the late 19th century on several species failed to provide evidence that offspring would inherit any character from their mother's previous mates. It was superseded by the rediscovery of Mendelian inheritance and the Boverial-Sutton chromosome theory. Okay, we're not going to go into all that. Although no evidence exists or any true telegenic mechanism or of inheritance, a similar phenomenon whereby environmental non-genetic traits of a prior male affected the development of a subsequent mate's offspring was recently discovered in a species of flies. Okay, so they're finding this out through flies, and I was trying to find more situations or research on this. And it said, I titled, is there any evidence of telegony? And then I found a thing that says, no, the only organisms for which there have been any demonstrated strong evidence of telegony are Telostylinus and Angusticolis, a species of true fly native to Australia. Okay. So, hope that shit didn't bore you guys, but I'm just trying to, I'm telling you guys, look shit up. Don't just be taking what people are saying to you. Don't even just take what I'm saying to you. Look stuff up on your own. You understand? Do your own research. So next on the Vera Files, we have a claim that says when a sperm cell enters a woman, it swims until it hits a wall and then seeps into her flesh. So they're saying that's false. So they're saying that the fact is a sperm cell has no special powers to drill holes through thick walls of the vagina, cervix, or uterus. Hence, it is quite impossible for it to seep into a woman's flesh. It also says this is false. Abbott said a human sperm cell is genetically designed to fuse with a human egg cell only. It has no special powers to drill holes through thick walls of the vagina, cervix, or uterus, making it quite impossible for sperm cells to seep into a woman's flesh. All right, now we have this last one I'm going to put here is the claim is if a sperm cell enters a woman through the mouth, it gets into her nasal area, behind her eyes, and even her inner ear before it enters her bloodstream and collects in her brain and spine. So they're saying that this is false. They're saying that the fact is sperm, which enters the female human body through the mouth, are very unlikely to survive beyond a few minutes, as enzymes present in the saliva have the capacity to kill them. Now, when it comes to this whole pair bonding shit, I'm actually going to show a clip. Shout out to my dude K-Zag. I'm going to show a clip from my dude K-Zagin's video where he, debunked the whole pair bonding thing. So check this clip out.
Setting the record straight regarding pair bonding. We got to do this because guys still don't get it. So check this out. In biology, a pair bond is the strong affinity that develops in some species between a mating pair, often leading to the production and rearing of offspring and potentially a lifelong bond. Now, I've said this often and I'm going to say it again, okay? The term pair bonding, right, was coined in the 1940s, okay? It is a term that's used frequently in the biology and evolutionary biology circles, right? Now, listen to what I'm about to say. The term often implies either a lifelong socially monogamous relationship or a stage of mating interaction in socially monogamous species. It is sometimes used in reference to human relationships. Did y'all hear what I just said? Let me repeat what I just said. It is sometimes used in reference to human relationships. What does that mean? That means there is no proof. There are no studies that have been done on humans as it relates to pair bonding. The only studies done were in labs on rodents and birds. Okay, so they observed these rodents and birds over a specified amount of time as it relates to mating rituals, as it relates to them rearing their offspring together. And they said, hey, these species, these animals are socially monogamous. Now, I did a video, okay, breaking down social monogamy versus sexual monogamy. They are two different things, okay? The problem with a lot of people, okay, a lot of guys who aren't really that intelligent, in my opinion, okay, because all they do is regurgitate shit that they've heard. They have not done any studies, any research on their own. If they would have done research on their own, they would know that pair bonding has nothing to do with human relationships. Now, again, what people are doing, they are taking studies that have been done, right, on rodents and birds, and they are attributing some of the behaviors with those animals to those of humans, okay? Intellectually, right, and just common sense, okay, you really can't say, well, these rats or these prairie voles or these mice and these birds, because they act this way, let's link their behavior to those of humans. Okay, you can't do that. Okay, and the biggest reason why you can't do that is because every animal species other than humans, okay, they have a particular life cycle. So when they mate, it's based on certain things that don't change. Okay, animals don't deviate from their life cycle. In other words, they mate at specific times, they mature at specific times. Okay, they don't deviate from their life cycle. We're humans. Okay, we deviate like a motherfucker. There is no certain time when we mature. There is no certain time when we choose to mate, because we're the most intelligent species on the planet. We pick and choose what we want to do. Animals do not pick and choose what they want to do. Right? It's almost like things are predetermined to be a certain way. Okay? The only thing that disrupts an animal's life cycle, or the things that an animal does within their life cycle, is when they die. Okay, when they've been eaten by other predators or some shit like that, or they've been ran over, you know what I'm saying, some roadkill or something. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they go by the numbers. We don't. So just common sense and intelligence will tell you, you cannot take lab results from rodents and attribute that shit to human beings. That's why it says it is sometimes used in reference. Okay? You can use it in reference, but again, it's more of a theory than a fact. It's not a fact. It's just theory.
Now, if you want to watch the whole clip, click the link. I'm gonna have the link to K Zagin's video. But guys, the only reason I did this video is because I need for you guys to get your head out your ass and actually research shit on your own. Stop taking shit for face value because people are telling you shit. You understand? Do your own research. You understand what I'm saying? Think for yourselves. Have critical thinking skills, because you guys are basing your entire existence and making all of your moves based off of what some nigga said on YouTube. Like, fuck is wrong with y'all? You understand what I'm saying? Like, wake the fuck up. Seriously. So again, do your own research and think for yourself. You understand? Work them critical thinking skills. Click the link below and get your bad boy gear. Get the t-shirts, Submissive Women Are Sexy, Binary as Fuck, and I'm God to These Hoes. Click the link below to get your bad boy gear today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.